Hey, SKOL Vikings family. What's up, Purple Nation? This is your die-hard Vikings fanatic, straight from the heart of Minnesota. Ready to dive into the hottest Vikings news that's got my blood pumping purple today. Imagine this. Our old gunslinger Kirk Cousins, the guy who torched defenses in US Bank Stadium like it was his personal playground, is suddenly floating in trade rumors again. Could he really boomerang back to Minneapolis? And hold up, with J.J. McCarthy eyeing a comeback from that nagging ankle tweak. Is the QB carousel spinning wilder than a Lambo leap gone wrong? Stick with me, because in the next 15 segments we're unpacking every twist, stat, and what if that'll have you yelling SKOL at your screen. Who's ready to roar? Drop a SKOL in the comments if you're feeling the fire. Picture Kirk Cousins, our former field general who slung 4,000+ yards in those glory days of 2023. Now riding the pine in Atlanta like a benchwarmer at a high school reunion. That $180 million Falcons deal. Yeah, it's turned into a pricey paperweight faster than you can say trade deadline. But here's the teaser that hits like a Justin Jefferson deep ball. With the NFL deadline looming on November 4th, Cousins is whispering about staying sharp for whatever chaos the league throws next. Fans, does that sound like a man plotting his escape? Or his revenge tour back home? Let's break it down, because this rumor's got more legs than Aaron Jones on a screen pass. You know the drill. Kirk left us in free agency last year, chasing that bag in the South. But now he's back up to rookie sensation Michael Penix Jr., who just lit up the stat sheet with 300 yards in a single game last week. Ouch. Cousins? He's thrown a grand total of 7 passes this season. 5 completions for 29 yards. Like he's warming up for a flag football league. But don't sleep on him. At 37, he's still got that cannon arm that carved up the NFC North for years. Remember his 70% completion rate in purple? That's the cred we're talking here. Atlanta's got to be sweating that $40 million cap hit if they don't flip him soon. What do you think, Vikings faithful, trade bait or bust? Now zoom in on the drama. The Bengals, drowning without Joe Burrow, just snagged Joe Flacco from Cleveland in a blockbuster Tuesday move. Kirk was their dream rental, right? Wrong, they passed, leaving our ex-Viking in rumor mill purgatory. Cincinnati's 2-3 bleeding games with Jake Browning under center, but nope, Flacco it is. That stings for Kirk, who's got a month till the deadline to find a suitor. Stats don't lie. He's got a no-trade clause, but insiders say he'd waive it for a starting gig. Bengals fans, you cool with that dodge? Hit the comments. Did they whiff big time? But wait. The plot thickens like a frozen Metrodome turf. Cleveland's QB room? Total dumpster fire pre-Flacco. Deshaun Watson's PUP listed. And now they're rolling with rookies Dylan Gabriel and Shadur Sanders. No cap space for Kirk and Watson double-dipping. Yet, whispers say the Browns eyed him hard before the deal. Kirk's contract? It's got $27.5 million guaranteed next year, scaring off half the league like a blitz from Danielle Hunter. Still, if Watson fizzles, could Cleveland bite? Imagine Kirk dissecting that secondary he knows too well. Vikings rivals shopping our guy. Ironic. Huh? What's your hot take? Shift gears to a spot that screams Vikings revenge arc. The New Orleans Saints. Their high-octane attack, scripted by Kellen Moore, is sputtering under second-year QB Spencer Rattler, who's dropped 4 straight LS and just bottomed out at 58.7% completions last game. Oof. Rattler's 5th in pass attempts this year. Moore's testing him hard. But if he can't climb out of this ditch, Kirk's the perfect bridge for 2025, his last guaranteed year. Saints' offense could explode with Cousins' precision. Think 25 TDs in a dome-friendly setup. New Orleans fans, you pulling for a rental vet? And us? We'd love the draft picks Atlanta coughs up. All right, purple people. Let's hit pause on Kirk's soap opera and pivot to the heart pumper right here in Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy's ticking clock to gridiron glory. Our golden boy, the number 10 pick from 24, is on the mend from that brutal week 2 high ankle sprain against Atlanta. Missed 3 starts already. Watching Carson Wentz ball out with 2 wins in 3. But JJ's nearing full health, per the latest Vikings news, and the front office is sweating a massive call. Hand the keys back to the kid or ride Wentz's hot hand. This decision could flip our 3-2 start into playoff magic, or a fan meltdown. Who's got the edge? Flashback. McCarthy's debut was fireworks. A fourth-quarter comeback versus the Bears, 24 of 41 for 301 yards, 2 scores. Then bam, ankle tweak, and he's sidelined while Wentz drops dimes, hitting 60% quick-release passes against Cincy. JJ didn't get a fair shake early, battling a patchwork O-line that leaked like a sieve. Stats scream potential. His Michigan college tape showed poise under fire, and he's got that Wolverine grit. But with us at .500, do we leash the rook or unleash the vet? Coach O'Connell's mum, but insiders say JJ's poised to reclaim. Your call, fam. What's the move? Layer in the stakes. We're built to win now, dropping $346 million on this roster. The league's priciest, with vets like Jefferson and Hawkinson demanding rings. McCarthy's raw, sure 17% quick releases in his starts versus Wentz's 60%. But he's the future. If he stumbles post-return, it's not zero chance we pivot back or hunt a vet rental at the deadline. Remember, JJ's missed a full year already with that meniscus tear. This is his rookie real test. Vikings news buzzing. He's back in on-field drills, eyeing Week 7 versus Philly post-bye. Heart rate's up yet? Tell me, JJ starter or Wentz insurance? Now, crank the intrigue. What if McCarthy's leash snaps early? Wentz, our grizzled backup-turned-savior, has that repeatable mechanics O'Connell loves. Firm pocket presence, middle-field lasers. He's 2-to-1 filling in, but at 32 he's no long-term fix. JJ. He's the polar opposite of last year's Darnold experiment. Young, mobile, with untapped upside. But early struggles could echo his shaky preseason, where protection crumbled and picks flew. Front office huddle. Stick with development or chase a playoff push. Deadline's a month out. Plenty of time for chaos. Fans, you betting on the kid's fire or Wentz's steady? Tie it back to Kirk, because why not fan the flames? If JJ falters against the Eagles, Cousins' rumors explode like a Jefferson one-hander. Insiders link us as a wild card spot. We'd swap a day 3 pick, eat $10 mil of his cap, and reunite with the vet who knows KOC's scheme inside out. Kirk's 3,500 yards pre-injury last year? That's plug-and-play gold. But trading for our ex? Drama Central, Jefferson's chemistry was electric. Vikings news alert. Falcons might deal him cheap if no big offers hit. Would you welcome Kirk home? Spill in the comments. Deep dive on the ripple. Bengals' Flacco grab slammed a door, but it cracked others. Cleveland's rookie duo? Gabriel and Sanders. Impressing, but Watson's return looms like a storm cloud. No room for Kirk's salary bomb there. Saints? Rattler's attempts are sky-high, but turnovers pile up. Moore's patience thinning. Kirk's quote sticks. Stay sharp, you never know. At 37, he's not chasing bench warmer status. He wants starts, rings, legacy. For us Vikings, a Cousins trade nets picks to build around JJ long-term. Intriguing, right? What's the boldest deadline splash you'd make? Back to JJ's horizon. Post-bye, he's got extra reps, turning heads in practice with sharper reads. O'Connell's glowing, stronger every day. But the leash length? That's the suspense. If he grabs Week 7, expect fireworks. Philly's secondary is vulnerable, perfect for JJ's deep ball. Stats projection. 250 yards, 2 TDs if the line holds. But 1 INT and Wentz whispers grow. We're 9th oldest offense league-wide. Win now mode screams caution. Yet ditching JJ now? That's panic button stuff after 1 injury. Your gut. Full go on McCarthy? Weave in the big picture. Our 14-3-24 run was Darnold magic, but now it's JJ's era, or is it? Cousins circling as insurance feels like destiny's plot twist. Falcons cap crunch, $37.5 mil dead money if traded pre-June. Means they're motivated sellers. Vikings could lowball. Howell plus cash for Kirk? Nah, but a mid-rounder works. Saints as front-runner? Their dome mirrors ours. Kirk thrives there. Bengals regret brewing if Flacco flops. Deadline fever. Who's your dream trade target beyond Kirk? Hit me. Edge closer to decision day. JJ's return timeline aligns with our buy. Smart sequencing for ramp-up. Wentz's fundamentals shine, but his turnover history haunts. McCarthy's Michigan poise? That's the X factor against blitzes. If he cooks Philly, we're locked in. Fizzle and Cousins texts light up Kwesi's phone. Vikings news hot. Execs eyeing non-zero vet pivot if needed. Passionate plea, trust the process but protect the kid. Fans rank MJJ, Wentz or Cousins comeback. Comments now. Suspense builder. Imagine Week 7 US Bank roaring. JJ under lights. Ankle tape tight. First drive. Play action boot. Jefferson hauls a 40-yarder. Magic. Or sack fumble, Wentz jogs in. Fork in the road. Kirk watches from Atlanta. Clipboard in hand. Muttering, what if? Deadlines November 4th, time for suitors to pounce if we waver. Saints 4-game skid? Prime Cousins window. Bengals 2-3 slide? Flacco test incoming. Our purple pulse. Steady on JJ, but eyes open. What's your prediction score for Philly? Heart of the storm. Why this matters for Vikings Nation. We're not rebuilding, we're reloading after that 24 playoff heartbreaker. JJ's the spark, but Kirk's the steady flame we know. Trade math. Falcons eat half his guarantee, we get a third-rounder. Boom, depth plus future. Rattlers Saints woes mirror early JJ hiccups. Vet fix clicks. Cleveland's youth gamble? Risky sans Kirk. Tease. If JJ shines, Cousins fades to irrelevance here. But one rough patch. Game on. Rally cry. SKOL through it all. Nearing the climax. JJ's fair opportunity plea echoes. He wants his shot. Unpatched line or not. O'Connell's multi-year extension? Vote of confidence in the youth movement. Yet, $345 mil cash spend screams contention. Wentz's 2-1 patch. Solid bridge, not blueprint. Cousins no trade wave potential? Door ajar for reunion. Vikings news pulse. McCarthy nearing return. By week gold. Saints circling Kirk like vultures. Rattler 58% low, a red flag. Your vibe. Optimistic overload or cautious chaos. Final buildup. Deadline whispers grow. Falcons trade hostage mode unless premium pick lands. Bengals post Flacco? Monitoring. Cleveland's Sanders hype cooling Watson's shadow. For us, JJ's Week 7 litmus. Success seals fate. Stumble invites Kirk whispers. Stats tease. McCarthy's 58% college to pro dip? Fixable with reps. Wentz's quick game? 60% clip saves drives. Cousins 300-yard ghosts? Tempting rental. Purple prophecy, we roll with JJ, but stay scheming. Fans? Bold call. Who starts versus Philly? Few, Vikings Warriors, we've ripped through the rumor vortex. From Kirk's Atlanta exile to JJ's ankle-fueled comeback saga. And man, it's electric. Whether Cousins lands in NOLA or boomerangs home, and if our young gun grabs the wheel or hands it off, one thing's clear. This purple rain is primed for playoffs. What's your wildest take from today's Vikings news deep dive? Drop it below. JJ starter forever? Kirk reunion? Let's debate. If this fired you up, smash that like button, subscribe for daily SKOL scoops, comment your predictions, and share with your fellow diehards. Until next time, keep the faith. SKOL Vikings.